let's just say it's like towards the end of the night, and then you want to eat your bread, you want to eat your pasta, you eat something very carb heavy the next day. At least for me, the next day I wake up very groggy, very tired. Versus I eat like a steak, I wake up good. Or I fast. Let's just say I only eat one time a day during lunch, and then I fast towards the end of the night. It's like I feel good when I wake up. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Driven. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing how success in business correlates with health.
And so for those that don't know us, my name is Juan. This is my brother Alexis. And together in 2019, we started an e-commerce automotive film company that currently has a run rate of $3 million a year. And so I feel like up to that point, we have some understanding.
Yep. Yeah. And going back to the topic, I know that's a wild statement to make that, you know, your health kind of does correlate with success. But I agree with it for the most part, because I do believe that if, you know, you do take the time to, you know, be healthy as possible, doesn't mean you need to be freaking just above and beyond. You don't need to be a fucking Usain Bolt or a Cristiano Ronaldo. You don't have to be those, but just enough to like where you're good. Is that I know it builds certain habits, certain skill sets. It builds a discipline for you to stay healthy. Versus like it's super easy for me to eat junk food. It's super easy for me to just not work out, not go for a walk, not go run, not exercise. It's a lot easier. And I know that's one of the reasons, or that's not one of the reasons, but that's how we kind of started our mindset, our work ethic is through sports. Because I remember we were playing in a team, soccer team before. And I know we learned collaboration, we learned teamwork, we learned the discipline, competitiveness. Yeah. So we learned a lot of stuff. So at least for me, that's one of the things that I do believe, that health also correlates to you potentially becoming, you know, or having success in your career or your business.
Yeah. And so correlates mean that this will equal this.
Yeah. So like there's a greater chance.
And so I would say that in addition to that, that health, having a, you know, physical health, it helps. Yeah, because we've seen exceptions. Big guys. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg is fit.
He used to be chunky, but then he got fit.
Yeah. But Elon Musk, you know, George Soros.
Mark Zuckerberg, I know he got into MMA.
Yeah, he did. But there is a lot of like, you know, people that are successful that aren't fit or don't have the best health from just appearance wise. So, but one of the things that I do think is, in addition, is that it also helps, you know, from our personal experience, when we've been like physically healthy, like mind clarity, it helps a lot. And so it definitely does. And then like, because one of the things that I've seen like on social media, a lot of, granted it could be just because they're on social media and because, you know, they're healthy and they're fit, like maybe that's why they're on social media and we don't see the people that are not. But I've seen like the successful people are healthy, like a Patrick Bet-David, Ben Shapiro,
Ryan Pineda,
Alex Hormozi, Ed Milet, Layla Hormozi, she's fit herself. Cody Sanchez, you know, she's fit. Who are all
David
these? Goggins, Joe Rogan. Who like what are some of the famous people there that or not famous, but people that are successful at the very least on social media. Another one, he's not well, he is healthy. I mean, he's not like ripped, but you know, he looks very healthy. Is the one from Quest that sold the bar? Tom Bilyeu. Who else? Ed Milet.
And that's somewhat of, they're doing business and they're also successful on social media.
Right? Yeah, and so and because those are the people that we are able to see most readily and easily. And so, but you look at all of them, they're all healthy. Yeah. And so it's very, and granted, it is social media, so maybe because they are healthy, that's why they're on social media, and because, you know, they're able to show it off. So maybe, and then we don't see the other successes that aren't necessarily there, because we do see like people even around us in our you know, business geography of other businesses. You know, not all of them. Well, actually, there's no one that is like, you know, crazy unhealthy.
Crazy, no.
But so yeah, and like how you said, I do think that it's built, like the reason why their success is, you know, the same reason why they have success in health, because it's very hard to eat, you know, okay, I'm not gonna say it's hard, but it's harder to eat the right stuff, the healthy stuff. It's harder to, like how you said, go out and exercise. It's harder to, get your, full 8 hours of sleep, let's say. It is harder. And so because they're able to do that and because they become healthier, that means that, like how you said, it translates into business.
Yep.
And so, and for us, it was that case. Waking up early, something that we used to do even before business.
Yep.
I think that translated into us in, waking up at 3 a.m. for our business, and then getting a lot of stuff done in that early morning without distractions and just working like that. Same thing with, like, not wanting to do things, like not wanting to work out, not wanting to do the squats, not wanting to do those. Doesn't matter. We had to do the same thing. Business, there's a lot of things that we don't want to do. There's a lot of, like, tough conversations we don't have. You just gotta do them. You have to. And so like how you said, it does translate a lot. Having that physical health, those, the traits that you built from having that physical health to business. At the same time, I do think that being physically healthy also, not because of the traits, but it also helps you in business.
You have more energy.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you have anything in regards to that, to what I said.
Yeah. So with it, I'm going to go back to, like, some of the videos and some of the research that I've done about sugar, carbs.
Okay.
And that goes into healthy. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be the leanest, have a 6-pack, or, and whatnot to be healthy. But just like an average weight, because I think also that's very unrealistic, because I used to want to be a bodybuilder back in high school. And so, like,
we both did,
yeah. So, like, you see these people with 6-packs year round, like freaking 8% body fat, 10% body fat, 12%. That's very long term. That's very not that it's unsustainable, but I know it's very hard to do.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying, like, you have to get lean like that.
Right.
But I know that also being healthy, one of the factors that plays in you being healthy is what you consume, not just what you eat. Because I know, like how I mentioned, it's very easy just to eat junk food, and it's very hard to eat, like, the vegetables, your meats, whatever you need to do, like, to be healthy. But then also, like, I know that what you eat affects your performance in business, because I know, like, let's just say it's like towards the end of the night, and then you want to eat your bread, you want to eat your pasta, you eat something very carb heavy the next day. At least for me, the next day I wake up very groggy, very tired, versus I eat like a steak, I wake up good. Or I fast. Let's just say I only eat one time a day during lunch, and then I fast towards the end of the night. It's like I feel good when I wake up.
Yeah, and then adding to that really quickly, not only do you wake up better, or let's say worse when you eat carbs, but then also from my experience, and I think we're similar, like, in terms of body, you also get hungrier faster.
With carbs.
Yeah, with the carbs.
Yep, 100%.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a study, going back to, there's a study that I know that the more carbs, the more, especially refined sugars, the more you eat of that, it doesn't only, affect your health by you gaining weight. It, like, some people also get, like, conditions, I think, hypertension or high blood pressure, also pre-diabetes and diabetes. Not just that, but then it also affects your cognitive ability to think.
And so from the top of your head, really quick, what are some of the foods that have refined sugar? Because I know probably people hear refined sugar, but what would you say, what type of foods?
I think majority of the stuff that's packaged or...
So packaged,
yeah, because, like, your juices. I know a lot of people wouldn't know, but, like, your pastas, your tomato sauces.
Okay.
Your tomato sauces, your dressings, they have sugar. So if you want to see if something has refined sugar or sugar in general, just, turn the little, the label to the side, look at the nutrition facts, look at how many sugar it has. And it's not the sugar for the whole package, it's per serving. Right. Because I know, especially for dressings, like, it tells you, like, you only have, like, 10 sugars, but it's per 2 teaspoons.
For this was very, like, a small thing.
Very small. Yeah, so I think nowadays almost everything has refined sugars.
Okay. So, and then you could just see by looking at the back in the nutrition facts.
Yep.
Okay. And so where you were going, I was just,
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty much that's one of the things, and I think we've experienced that too. It's like when we eat a lot of carbs, when we eat a lot of sugars, like, it tends to fog up our brain.
Yep.
And then it's when we go on to red meat and just staying away from, I think more than anything is staying away from the sugars. It's a lot easier to think.
Sugars. I would even say, going so far as to say, carbs as a whole. I feel like there are some exceptions. Maybe like some fiber might be good. Maybe. I'm not fully sure. But yeah, I would agree that, staying away from that, you're fuller most of the time. You don't get as hungry. And then for me, and I think for you too, which we experienced it as we were recording some videos, you have a lot more mental clarity when you stay
100%.
away from those things.
Yep.
And so like I could see, like, because like there was a period of time where I was eating carbs more often than I was before. Yep. And then like not harder for me to think, but there's less clarity as opposed to even now again. I think it's starting to like be better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So that's with at least what you eat, because another part to it is correlating the health and you being healthy to success. I think that there's a lot of definitions when it comes to success.
Mm-hmm.
Being successful in your business, making money, also being successful in your health, being successful in your family. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of definitions of success, and I think you being successful also is you staying healthy, because again, you could have the biggest business in the world, you could be making the most money in the world, but when it comes time to it, you're not able to enjoy it. You're not able to let's say you spend like 10, 15, 20 years building up your business, you don't take care of your health, you're unhealthy, and then but you have all the money in the world. When it comes time to spending that money or enjoying that money with your family, watching your kids grow up, you're not able to play with them. Like that's when I would say that's why I think that business, health, everything goes hand in hand
with
just success in general.
Okay.
So, because there's a lot of definitions, at least for me, there's a lot of definitions of success.
Yeah, and I think everyone has their own, because no one can tell you that that's not success or success. I think it is individually defined. Because there is really, like, this is what successful means, or this is the definition of success. I think it is very individual. Yeah. But
that's going into the successful part, because I know, like, when it comes to just the benefits of you taking care of yourself, not eating refined sugars, not eating a lot of pasta, going for a walk, doing cardio, it does help with business. Like, you have more energy, you're able to think clear, you're able to just perform a lot better than someone. And not just that, because one of the things I remember that stuck with me, and this is not to bash anyone or anything, but when we were in finance, remember? There was this guy, successful guy. He said that almost the same thing. You should start taking care of your health. You should think about your health, because that also falls into appearance. Because especially in finance, like, this guy this guy just eats whatever he wants. He doesn't have self-control, and you expect me to trust him with my finances. It's kind of like with the prime minister of, like, the health. I forgot from what state. But it's like the health people, like the main health people, they're freaking chunky, they're heavy, and I'm like, why are you in charge of my health? Or deciding what's good for me, what's good and what isn't good for me.
And no, that's 100% true, because I think even I for sure have biases. Like, in the same way that you look at someone that's, like, let's say, super overweight, and to an extent, not because they're overweight, but other aspects, right? They're gross, their hair is all, like, all over the place and whatnot. It's like,
Yeah, you have biases.
Yeah, and so I think, definitely, that's 100% true, that it would affect with your success, as opposed to someone that's, healthy, not young, but let's say healthy, clean cut, just there. I think you have more trust and confidence in them that they'll be able to manage or take care of whatever it is that you want them to, then for someone that is let's say the opposite of that. So no, 100% agree with that.
So at least for me, I'm pretty sure you're the same way. I know that I do find the importance of staying healthy, and then also, like, working. I know there's times where we work that and it is an excuse that it doesn't allow us the time to, like, maybe prepare what we want to prepare, at least when it comes to food, or eat what we want to eat, or even go for a walk, because that's one of the things we wanted to do for a long time, cardio. And I know we haven't. I know you do cardio. But for me, I want to go back into soccer, and it's just I'm using the excuse of working, I'm using the excuse of business to do that. But yeah, for us, that's something that I know right now we are working on the business. It's, at least for me, it's using up most of my time, business, and then the second thing I do is spend time with family. But eventually, that's one of the things I will start doing, is taking care of more of my health.
No, 100%. And sorry, when you said the soccer, I mean, yeah, I want to get into that too. And I don't know why I just envisioned, like, for example, and then I also, that goes in with, you know, recorded in media, like also recorded more of that personal aspect of ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, just going to the park,
Yeah.
in the two Hummers, and then it's like, you know, even you know, let's say, I don't know, business people in business, like they have time to, you know, they make time to be healthy. You know.
Yeah, the same, like, you know, a lot of business people, they golf.
Yeah.
I think that's because, you know, how they interact, they network, they meet
Networking,
people.
yeah.
Fuck it, we'll do the same thing for soccer.
Yeah. Yep. No. Yeah. 100%. And so, like, and like, in essence, pretty much, I do think that, how you said, being physically healthy can correlate to business success. At the very least, I feel like that helps it. You know, personal experience through mental clarity, through being able to work longer without being tired. You know, all those things. And so, 100% agree with that. Do you have anything on your end? No. So with that being said, this has been another episode of Driven. My name is Juan.
My name is Alexis.
And we'll see you on the next one.